So the premise of the Aroma Labs is where you come in, you create your own signature scent. This is a gender-neutral experience.
Is your microphone on?
Probably not.
Can you hear me now?
No.
We can't hear you on the mic.
There you go. Try that.
Oh, you can hear me now. Better?
Yeah.
Good. So again, this is a gender-neutral experience where humans can come in, they sit down. I've curated a 3-step process for them to create their own signature scents. There's no charge in the creation of the signature scent. That's on us. I promised myself at 40 years old, only reciprocal relationships going forward, right? So creating your own signature scent. So you come in for a date night, a group event, a holiday event. Yeah, we have all different kinds. So as I mentioned, I started in my basement. So those are my trusty friends that came to my basement 3 years ago. Just kind of give you a little bit of background. I'm a product creator. So 13 years ago, as a way to work through my grieving process, I had lost my husband, and I had 2 daughters that were 3 and 6 years old. So creating things helped me, be physical and not mental. So, and also it was twofold, right? I could do that with my children, something that my children and I could do together. And we didn't have money for the teachers and the bus drivers and the gifts that we wanted to give appreciation. And then I also noticed there was such a different transaction that happened when you create something with somebody, and then I just kind of fell in love with it, all right? So this is, like I said, I started in my basement. For several months I did pop-up events, so anybody that would host me, whether it be a boutique, a salon, coffee shops, we would ticketed hosted events, so we did that for several months. And then exactly 3 years ago, we moved on to our first space at the Park Trade Center. I hope you're familiar with Park Trade Center. It's a really cool building downtown Kalamazoo. A lot of incubator entrepreneurs, artists in there. So this is my first space. And then my second space, right? And then COVID happened, right? Where noses in gathering weren't welcome. At the same time, coincidentally, I had recently done 2 million cups. And I had met this wonderful man right here, Brad. And he gave me the idea to, hey, why don't you take this and why don't you take this to businesses next time? So at that point, when noses in gathering weren't welcome, and I was the only one allowed because I was the leaseholder of my studio space at the Park Trade Center, I started making collaborations with local businesses. You can see, so they would come in, they would create their own signature scent, and we would talk about their brand. We would talk about how much budget they had and what they wanted to gift it for. Now, whether it was something that they wanted to sell. As you can see, we have Jay. He's the carrying car guy here in Kalamazoo. So every time someone sells a car, he gets this bundle of car freshener. Heidi Bish, she sells about 300 home mortgages. And every time she comes to a closing, they get this fun little box. Yeah, we've done real estate agents, mortgage brokers, the bar and theater. I'm currently working with a collaboration for a Loom candle. It smells like Jenny Kush. I just did 500 candles for the Grand Rapids Chamber of Commerce. So it's something custom, right? You come to the Aroma Labs, you create your own signature scents. We developed the packaging, the branding, so the customer, after their experience with you, can be invoked in memory, mood, emotion, right? In a day and age where we're shutting off the commercials, we're shutting off the emails, so you can be with your customer. Next slide. So then that money helped me get downtown. I wanted to have my own specific space downtown, my own brick and mortar door. So this is my location downtown Kalamazoo, 352 South Kalamazoo Mall. And because I'm adventurous, go ahead. This is my location, 76 Monroe Center, downtown Grand Rapids. I choose downtown locations specifically because people come downtown to have an experience with food, with music, with art. The Aroma Lab fits in that experience category as well. Next slide. And so what's next for the Aroma Labs? If any of you see that skyline, that's Detroit. So I want to show that I have a business model that works in a small market, Kalamazoo, a mid-market, Grand Rapids, and a large market, Detroit, followed by a global market. I'd love to be an experience on a cruise ship, and that will give me the opportunity to, next slide, franchise. So that's the Aroma Lab. Thank you.